the orders and get the orders to their customers on time. Last is Mr. Case, which is a company founded in '84 by a college student, much like us. He decided that he was going to start delivering groceries, and they eventually broke into the online delivery market, and they were the first, so they're definitely a pioneer. They use competitive pricing as well, and because of that, they're able to own their own warehouses and privately stock their orders for their customers. Last is our foreign multinationals, which are Costco, Walmart, and Safeway. Costco was founded here in '83, and they have half of their international locations in Canada, meaning that they're a very big presence. They have a similar business model as they do in the United States with the large, low-cost bulk selling with paid membership. And they primarily use buzz marketing, so it's kind of like a word of mouth. Your mom will talk to someone else's mom, look what I got at Costco, that kind of thing. And they have a lot of diverse products. So you can go with the question. Walmart entered Canada in 1994, which is 15 years ago. They're mainly in Ontario, and they have 300 stores. They basically, again, have the same product model, the same low cost, Walmart, except it's in French because they're bilingual. And they also have their supercenters, which are gaining popularity, which are actually more popular than their Sam Clubs model, which is more of like a Costco-like model. As for Safeway, they entered the Canadian market rather early in 1929 through a series of acquisitions. They're only in Western Canada, kind of taking them out of the Ontarian market that we're going into, which is a good thing for us. And they have really highly established distribution channels because they've been in the country for so long. All right, now for our SWOT analysis. Kroger has a lot of strengths because of the prior United States company's success in Canada. We basically have a decent idea that we can, succeed in this market. The NAFTA makes things easier. It kind of eliminates all the trade barriers. Say if we were doing business with like China, it might be, a little more difficult. And there's also a similar culture which leads to applicable know-how. For weaknesses, Kroger has never branched out before. We're only in the United States, so that's obviously going to be a large challenge. And we're going to have to tweak our low-cost business model because it's kind of hard to compete as a low-cost competitor in a saturated market. And we will also need that bilingual packaging. For opportunities, we can definitely tailor our strategy to a niche market, which means that we can definitely differentiate ourselves and make ourselves a stronger company in the Canadian market. The lack of Safeway in Ontario also is a great opportunity because that's a main competitor. Costco and Walmart have a similar product model, but they're not exactly the same the way Safeway is, so that's definitely a great opportunity. And we can also develop a new online delivery service, which Kroger does not have in this company, which can also give them a competitive edge. As for threats, we can overestimate the market, which is obvious. One, you can think you know the culture when you really don't. You can fail to differentiate yourself from the competitors. You just blend right in, you don't make any money. And you can also market yourself wrong to the cultures and preferences of that country.
Okay. In terms of establishing our Kroger's marketplace, it's very important to look at the consumption trends of Canadian consumers. There are various evolving patterns and societal factors that should be taken into consideration. And some of these include the fast growth of the aging population segment, the increase in singles and professionals living alone, the shrinking household size, and the current concerns of obesity. And also in Canada, brands are functioning less as status symbols and more symbols of individualization because people are making decisions on what to buy, what to eat based on their personal research and opinions. Canadians are devoting less time to meal preparation as they are dealing with their busy lifestyles, and sporadic snacking is replacing a lot of meals, which is something that's very important to take into consideration. Organic foods are becoming very popular, and they've become more mainstream and widespread, so they've also become less premiumly priced. In terms of buyer behavior, consumers are more educated than ever before, so that's very important for us. They're reading the food labels. They want to know the nutritional value of the foods they eat, so that's important for them in order to keep up with their healthy eating and living lifestyle. There's a great demand for foods that are nutritious and wholesome while being convenient and portable. So proof of that is the drop in consumption of pre-prepared and processed foods and the increase in consumption of foods with health benefits. Buyer behavior. In terms of grocery stores and shopping, they appreciate good customer service, as we do here, and they prefer easygoing, low-stress, comfortable store atmospheres. They do not like crowds, and they don't like to have to wait a long time before they check out. The increase in e-commerce and delivery is definitely a threat to us because there are no more distance limitations in terms of going to one place because it's closer to home. They have a wider range of grocery stores to choose from. And Canadian consumers were called creatures of habit because once they settle into choosing one grocery store, they have automated shopping routines and they appreciate consistency in terms of what to shop for, where to shop, and how to shop. They're attracted to places that are different, that offer unique products that are hard to find, things you can't find everywhere else. And males are equally likely to do the grocery shopping as females in a family. And that's contrary to traditional belief that women are the shoppers in a family. So we have two specific target markets. Our first one is the aging population, which is the rapidly growing demographic we would like to capture. And projections show that by year 2020 in Canada, there will be more senior citizens than ever before. So we're definitely trying to tap into that target market. As their main challenge is managing their health conditions and keeping up with healthy lifestyles, eating well as they grow older. And they have three main consumer needs: nutritious foods with health benefits, single portion sizing for convenience, and easy to prepare foods such as frozen vegetables. And our second target market are health-conscious adult singles who want to not only develop but also maintain that healthy lifestyle. And they have two main consumer needs, which are foods that are nutritious, wholesome, and fresh, while being portable, convenient, and can be taken on the go as they leave home for work or the gym or anything. You're probably looking at these two target markets and they look rather different, but what we've found is that they have a lot of similarities, and we're going to position our Kroger's marketplace to meet the needs for nutritious and convenient foods to fuel their healthy lifestyles by offering a unique and enjoyable stress-free shopping environment. And in America, Kroger is going to be different from Kroger Marketplace in terms of the use of coupons, the location, who it targets, but the emphasis on healthy living and fresh and nutritious eating is still going to be consistent.
So let's look at actually how we're going to get into this market. And based on what we found out, we really do need to do a greenfield investment. The people that we could acquire are too large or too small or not based in Toronto like we want. It's not make sense to do a joint venture or other franchising things because we really want to get some information from this market that we can repatriate. So what we have is a 4-phase market entry plan. And the first phase is characterized by really learning about the environment. We're going to hire consultants, we're going to hire lawyers, and we're going to figure out which products will be best to import and which will be best to locally source. We're also going to figure out architects' hiring practices. In the second phase, we're going to really prepare to set up the business. We'll build the store, we'll hire and train all the employees. And then in the third phase, we'll actually open the store. During that phase, we'll be really careful to make sure that any